Most gardeners know the heartbreak of digging into a seed packet, sowing with hope, and waiting, only to find that nothing sprouts. Seeds, like life itself, carry an expiration date, and many people simply throw away old or weak seeds assuming they're useless. But thousands of years ago, Egyptian farmers discovered a trick so powerful that it could awaken dead seeds, breathe new life into their dormant shells, and transform wasted seed stock into thriving crops. Today, modern gardeners are rediscovering this same method, and when done correctly, it can revive old seeds fast and with surprising success. This isn't some mystical tale dug out of history. It's a real, practical technique rooted in the ancient wisdom of farming along the Nile. The Egyptians relied on seeds to survive, and they couldn't afford waste. When harvest depended on every grain germinating, they learned to coax stubborn seeds back to life, using natural solutions that mimicked the rich floodwaters of the Nile. And the best part? You can apply this very trick right in your own home or garden, no matter where you are. So, how do you prepare seeds after soaking? Well, soaking is only half the battle. Once your seeds are revived, they really need the right environment to keep growing strong. After rinsing, you'll want to plant them immediately into well-prepared moist soil. And, make sure that soil is ready to nurture those seeds from the get-go. But, you've got to avoid letting them dry out again, since this can actually undo all the progress you've made. Try to keep the soil evenly moist, but not soggy, and make sure there's enough warmth by keeping your trays or beds somewhere with steady temperatures. Oh, and if you're working with particularly old or valuable seeds, you can also start them on a damp paper towel inside a sealed plastic bag. This method lets you see exactly which seeds sprout before you move them to soil, saving you both time and space. So, what kind of results can you expect? Well, gardeners who've tried this method often report some pretty dramatic improvements. Seeds that once showed absolutely no signs of life suddenly produce shoots within just a few days. Now, not every single seed will be saved, especially if they're extremely old or, damaged. But this method can turn what would have been a total loss into a respectable germination rate. And for many, that's the difference between empty garden beds and a thriving harvest. It's also worth mentioning that even freshly purchased seeds can benefit from this treatment. Even if the seeds aren't old, the soak acts as a natural booster, speeding up germination and helping ensure you get strong, uniform seedlings. The connection to Nile farming wisdom. The Nile was more than a river to the Egyptians. It was life itself. Each year, floods spread mineral-rich silt across the farmland, creating one of the most fertile agricultural zones in history. Seeds soaked in floodwater had a head start thanks to the oxygen, minerals, and microbial activity swirling in that natural brew. Farmers saw the results with their own eyes, and over generations, soaking seeds before planting became a trusted practice. While modern science explains it in terms of oxygen release and microbial control, the roots of the method lie in keen observation and respect for nature's cycles. By adopting this ancient wisdom, today's gardeners connect to a lineage of farming knowledge that stretches back thousands of years. Common mistakes to avoid. Some gardeners fail with this method because they rush or skip important steps. Leaving seeds too long in the solution, for example, can damage delicate embryos. Always stick to 12 to 24 hours maximum. Using stronger hydrogen peroxide than 3% is also risky, as it may burn the seeds instead of helping them. Another common mistake is planting into dry or compacted soil after soaking. Seeds that have absorbed moisture are highly sensitive and need soft, well-aerated soil to stretch out their roots. Neglecting this step can waste all your effort. Why every gardener should try this. Whether you're growing vegetables, flowers, or grains, seeds are the foundation of your garden. Losing seeds to dormancy feels like wasted potential, but this method gives you the power to rescue them. For small-scale gardeners, it means saving money and making the most of what you have. For larger-scale growers, it can be the difference between profit and loss. Even more, it connects us to farming traditions that stood the test of time. When you soak seeds using this Egyptian-inspired method, you're not only reviving plant life, you're tapping into the same techniques that sustained one of the greatest civilizations in history. Bringing it all together, seed revival isn't complicated, but it is powerful. The Egyptians proved that with the right preparation, even old or stubborn seeds can spring back to life. By soaking seeds in a simple diluted hydrogen peroxide solution, 1 tablespoon in 1 cup of water, you can awaken their dormant energy and give your garden the best possible start. The process is safe, inexpensive, and effective for both hobby gardeners and serious growers. If you've got seed packets gathering dust or you want to maximize the germination of fresh seeds, don't throw them away. Try this ancient method yourself and watch your garden respond with vibrant, healthy growth. And remember, our mission at Growth Hub Central Crops is to bring you the best, time-tested, and science-backed gardening techniques to help you succeed. If you found this guide helpful, make sure you subscribe to our channel and share this video with fellow gardeners. The more we learn together, the stronger our harvests will be.